city, and when X Factor's ship took up residence in the city, it blocked the sunlight that would strike her
Welcome to
apartment, causing her plants to wilt. She
Happy
encountered Iceman who had come
AAPI
into the music store where she worked and
Heritage Month.
expressed her views to him.
Day 10, which is going to cover day 10, 11, and 12, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to set up TikTok now. You were listening to Opo Tanaka. That used to be Bobby's girlfriend before he became a member of the alphabet community. Y'all can understand why all this started happening. I had luckily stopped reading comics in 2011. So I'm good. I know Bobby is now no longer straight. And supposedly that was some remnants of whatever the hell White Queen did to him when she mutated him and made him an Omega level mutant by possessing his body or unleashing his Omega level potential. Now, getting that out of the way, we're going to do the TikTok thing. Again, happy Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Hello, TikTok. You're a couple of minutes late. We are going to do Opo Tanaka from Marvel Comics. She's a Japanese young lady. I'm going to show you some pictures of her, just like I'm going to share with YouTube down here. So here's Opo Tanaka. Here's Opo Tanaka. For those who do not know, there's a reason why I'm picking this picture. Besides the fact that I have this comic book right here. If you're on YouTube, you already heard my spiel about how Bobby used to be straight and this was his girlfriend. And how he fought these samurai guys without his powers for her hand, only to be rejected after the third issue of this little saga. He got rejected by her. And a few years later, they would turn him gay. So if you're of the alphabet community, don't take that the wrong way. It's just a fact. That was his girlfriend. Beautiful Japanese girl. And the cyborg people were sent by, I think, either her parent. Somebody wanted Opal to not marry a gaijin. So there's Opal. There's Opal. We'll give you one more beautiful picture of Opal. And then we'll read her wiki. That's probably the sexiest picture I've ever seen of her. Alright. Let's go to her wiki. And I'll have y'all know she was one of my favorite characters. I was so happy when Iceman had gotten her as a girlfriend. And then I was so sad after this damn saga of Iceman kicking all these guys' ass. One more picture of her and Iceman together. Her and Bobby. I was so happy. I was so happy. And then he was gay. That was it. Don't know what happened to Opal, because again, I stopped reading in 2011. My feelings was hurt, but I mean, he wasn't the only one that I had a good grip on as a hero, because they did the same thing to North Star, who was Asian and a member of Alpha Flight. Like, here's the thing, I have nothing against the alphabet community. It's just that they started turning all of my favorite heroes into people that they didn't used to be. Alright? So don't take that shit the wrong way if you're a member of the alphabet community. It's nothing personal. It's just the fact that they could have made new characters and made new characters to represent the alphabet community, and instead they said, fuck that. We're going to take the most hypest characters we can and pull them out of the closet. And that's a term. Don't take that shit personal. That shit is a term that we used to use in my generation. Ooh, they have Asians of Marvel. I should definitely keep that close by. Can I save that? Because that would save me a lot of problems this week. I don't know if the tablet can save it, but I can write that down actually. No. Of course, it's going to give me, it's Instagram. No, damn it. I'm not signing in. I mean, not Instagram, it's fucking X. So, I would, I was banned on Instagram. On TikTok. God damn it. The place formerly known as Twitter. And for some reason, Opal no longer has a wiki. Okay, so we're going to have to go to her fandom. Because all it has here for Opal Tanaka, I can read that. History. Opal Tanaka lived in New York City and as an X Factor ship took residence in the city block, the sunlight would strike her apartment, causing her to plant wit. She encountered Iceman, who had come into the music store where she worked, expressing her views on him. All right, we're gonna go to her fandom. It's funny how she didn't like him at first and wound up becoming his girlfriend. Random encounter, yo. All right, Opal Tanaka 616. Opal Tanaka lived in New York City when X Factor ship took residence in the city. It blocked the sunlight, which would strike her apartment, causing her plants to wilder, which means they died. The encounter with Iceman had come into the music store where she worked and expressed her views on him. Bobby was smitten with the young woman and asked her out. Indulged by Bobby, she accepted. A few dates After a few days, she became his girlfriend and seemed to very much be in love with him. Opal, abducted by cyber samurai, and one day sought to return to Japan. He was going to take her home, and learned that her grandfather, Lord Tatsu, sought to marry her to one of the cyber guys that was a criminal empire and would have an heir. Iceman and Jean followed Opal to Japan, where they met Miriko, who was attempting to rescue Bobby's girlfriend. Unfortunately, Bobby was overreached over something, and his impromptu rescue attempt failed. Bobby and Jean then seek the comfort of the crime lord, and the henchman took on Iceman, challenged Hero. So, Tatsuo apostrophe O and apostrophe S. That's how you spell the name. That is Opal's grandfather or whatever. Anyway, in one-on-one combat, no powers. Bobby was no match for Hero, as Hero was more machine than man. Opal pointed this out, and Hero honorably honored things and ceased fighting, allowing Bobby to win. I don't remember being told that way, but okay. At some time later, Hero interrupted dinner where Bobby was introducing his parents to Opal, and Cybertron had then sent by Tatsu the Lord to kill the Drakes. Iceman, per Hero's orders, removed Opal from the fight, and as soon as the restaurant was cleared, activated the self-destruction and unalived himself for the Cerebro. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right, but anyway, Cyburi, or Cybereye, I guess that's how you say it. The event strengthened the relationship between Opal and Bobby, as Opal had cared for Hero. When the Phylax began to target all associates with the X-Men, Bobby came to her rescue. Opal, however, not very pleased that Bobby was changed over some teammates, and instead calling her to give her hand to his head. Anyway, at the end of their relationship, Bobby would have no contact with Opal again until he received a mysterious email with a picture of a baby that looked like him, named Robert Tanaka. Bobby arrived in Hong Kong and was forced to cooperate with the Weather Band Corps to hold the baby hostage. Iceman managed to help save the baby, but he planned to leave the X-Men and move to Hong Kong. He founded a video of Opal saying that it's not Bobby's not the father, and dated him looks very like Robert while he was in Europe. She didn't thinking, and she never tried anything to do with her again. Bobby knew the baby wasn't his and prepared to be with two of them anyways. Bobby had some honor, y'all. Bobby Drake. However, we are going to say this, however. I don't know what the hell happened after that, because X Factor comic never really dove any deeper into that. And then by 2011, I stopped reading, and next damn thing I knew, Bobby was gay. It's like, okay, so now Iceman is gay. I have no idea when or how it happened, and I never found out who the baby daddy was. So, there's a reason why I stopped reading comics. But anyway, this is video 1. Day 10, Opal Tanaka. So you guys can go do your research, read some of these X Factor comic books because I don't think she was in any other comics except for X Factor unless she did some crossovers, and it never really made her a mainstream character. She's just a girlfriend. Kind of like how long it took for Mary Jane to be mainstream when she was Peter's girlfriend, and then she was Peter's wife, and then Mayday's mom, but she still was always more of a background character until she became a spider herself. Yeah, I stopped reading comics for a reason, y'all. I stopped reading comics for a freaking reason. Thank you for watching. YouTube, stay tight. And luckily, I have my headphones in, so when this thing goes to music, you guys can't hear it, but I can. And there it is. Okay. God damn it. There we go. AAPI Heritage Month. Day 10. Video 1. Opal Tanaka. I'm pretty sure I didn't explain that shit right on TikTok, by the way. But most of the hero people or the comics people will probably come at me and get me for that, but that's fine. Okay. I also need to add Turbo to this for Marvel. Turbo. Female new warrior. In case you're wondering, Monday. We're gonna do Turbo from the New Warriors. And she's Asian. At least she was originally. Alright, you guys got 5 to go. Oh, for the love of God. Alright. Opal Tanaka. Done. Marvel Comics Shinobi Shaw. Alright. I'll be honest with y'all, I don't know that much about this character. And he doesn't seem to have a wiki. Alright. Oh, he does have a fandom, though, so we're halfway there. What the frack? Now TikTok's tripping. Okay, TikTok, this is video 2. Marvel Comics Shinobi Shaw. I don't seem to find him on a wiki. He does have a fandom. I'm not really familiar with this character, but we are going to show you his images, and then we're going to do his fandom. Alright, so again, I'm not familiar with this character, so this is some pictures. Got that. There you go. He looks cool as hell in his suit. No. He looks real cool as hell in this trench coat and suit. I don't know if I just showed that, but we're going to do this again. Alright, let's get back. Apparently, he's got some powers. Unless that's not him. Unless this is the guy I'm thinking it was. Which means he would or should have a wiki, but he looks too young to be that guy. Because there was a shinobi that Wolverine took off these pieces of his nose with the claw. Because he said something and Wolverine like, oh yeah, and snipped it right off. But I don't think that's the same guy. Old school readers know who I'm talking about, but I can't remember if that's the same guy or not. Let's make sure I didn't go too far back. Earth 616. Yeah, we're gonna go with one of these damn things. Okay, we're not gonna do Comic Vine, but we are going to do Shinobi Shaw Marvel Comics list. No, we're not gonna do that. Go back up here to this fandom. Yeah, we're gonna do fandom. I'm not real fond of fandom, by the way, but we're gonna use fandom only because he doesn't have a wiki. It's also because it's more sensible. Shinobi Shaw Earth 616. Let's get to it. Shinobi's mother is romantically involved with both Sebastian Shaw and Harry Leyland. When she learns about she was pregnant, she informs Sebastian about it, who assumes what the child was his for a few of the following life Shinobi Shaw. Um, the treatment of Sebastian's illegitimate son. During his childhood, Shinobi sometimes attended the Hellfire Club parties, where he not acquainted with Warren Worthington III. He got acquainted with Warren Worthington III, which is the X-Man known as Angel later in the future. Also accompanied his father over time. However, the two grew apart. In other words, they was good friends, and then they weren't. Rising in power. At some point, Shinobi became a member of the Upstarts, a group of young mutants organized by the Game Master that was competed to see who could unalive more mutants. As part of the contest, Shinobi visited his father in Switzerland and unalived him, or so he thought, thus inheriting his father's empire and his network and social and political connections, including his position as the leader of the Hellfire Club Inner Circle. Shinobi attempted to revive the Hellfire Club's Inner Circle with his old friend Warren and the fellow X-Man Psylocke, but they refused his offer. Shaw next contested Upstarts involved an assistant in surviving New Mutants and the Hellions, but their plans were thwarted by the combination of the effort of X-Force and the New Mutants. You know, at one time, X-Force was the New Mutants, or the New Mutants were X-Force. Either way, the New Mutants became X-Force back in the Cable days. I don't know what the hell I'm reading here, but it is a fandom, so just deal with it. Although Shaw briefly managed to abstain against several mutants associates, his frequently violence conflicted with other superhumans ultimately result in his failure to establish himself as his father's successor. Once he learned that his father was still alive, Shaw, presumably in fear, retaliated to the assassin's attempt and deserted all of his inherited positions in return for more secretive modes of life. Dark times. As a result of Scarlet Witch's actions, which nearly all mutants were in the entire world were stripped of their powers, but Shinobi was one of the 198 mutants cataloged to have retained his powers. Still, Shinobi eventually unalived his father. Was eventually unalived by his father. My bad, y'all. But along with other DC's mutants, he was resurrected by Selene and El Bard. I'm pretty sure I messed that up. Eli. Eli and Bard is how you say it, whatever. Anyway, in the Transmode virus, years later he rejoined the Upstarts together. They unalived the Nasty Boys, okay, so I know what happened to them. When they arrived at the X-Men investigation scene, Shinobi revealed that he and his actions were meant to protect the Nasty Boys from falling into Emma Frost's hands. Surrounded by the X-Men unwilling to surrender, he simply phased his hand into his head and unalived himself. Krakoa. God, we still got plenty of time. I'm sorry, y'all. This is above me, by the way, because I stopped reading in 2011. So everything I'm reading to y'all is like brand new to me. So if it sounds like hogwash, I'm sorry. Call it what you want. Krakoa. Shinobi was again resurrected at this time by the Five in Krakoa. After his father requested them to do so, Sebastian wanted to reconnect with his son and make him the new Red King of the Hellfire Club. But after Emma Frost, aka the White Queen, told him she had already picked the Red Queen, which was Kitty Pryde, he had made Shinobi into the Black Bishop instead. Still, Shinobi didn't plan to share the reign of the throne with two queens secretly. He unalived Kate. I have no idea who the hell Kate is. Oh, Kate. Kate Pride. I misread that. My bad. He unalived Kate, hoping that the Five would be able to revive her. Emma found out and she began to plan to to revenge on Sebastian. But first, she intended to make no else to involve in telepathically commanding Shinobi to meet her at the prom. I have no idea what that is in his mind. But after finding out he was arrogant to his father's plans, she let him go. At some point, Sebastian learned that Shinobi is not his biological son, but instead was a son of Harry Leland. I have no idea who Harry Leland is. I think he might be like that ugly guy that just makes himself look pretty. The guy that convinced Jean to become the Dark Phoenix. Anyway, Leland was resurrected in Krakoa, and Sebastian arranged their meeting to inform both that the shocking Shinobi had been Leland's throughout the whole truth. The aftermath of the Third Hellfire Gala in Orchis, Orchis, had begun to optimally pursue the total annihilation of mutants. Sebastian was once again chose his own self-interest above what all had been cut out for the member of the backroom deals in the organization. As part of the bargain, Sebastian had guaranteed safe passage and sanctuary to Mandalapore, which is the name that I just spelled that started with the O's, founder. Killian, Killian Devo. The only reason I know how to say Devo because of the group Devo. And we are out of time. Thank God we are out of time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is video 2. And in case you aren't aware, there will be 4 more videos. And they're all going to cover the weekend because I won't be doing any TikTok involving AAPI this weekend. But they're all going to say May the 10th or day 10 or whatever. But they're going to cover everything, and they will all be Asian American or Pacific Islanders, or at least they will be Asian, because technically this guy's not an American, but he is Asian. So there's that. Same with the next hero, but we're gonna go ahead and wipe this guy out now, and actually the next 2 heroes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're having a great Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Jesus, my tongue is tied and my reading is sucking again. Thank you guys for watching. Alright. Give me the thing. Here we go. I gotta kill this alarm. Paste. Kill the alarm. Turn off the damn alarm. Clear that. Okay. Get rid of Opal Tanaka. Video 2. Now I see how to spell this dude's name. S. Oh, for the love of God. By the way, he's not the guy that I thought he was. Come on, damn it. Thank you. Oh no, this damn shit's got snow on it. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this damn thing. Okay, we gotta go back and remove the snow. Okay, that's done. Damn. Whew. Marvel Comics Zorn.
According to Wikipedia, Zorn is the alias of two fictional characters appearing in American comic books published by Marvel
That's gonna
Comics.
be complicated. Okay. But according to my notes, he's supposed to be Asian, so. Alright. Video 3. Zorn. X-O-R-N. Now, according to my notes, he's supposed to be Asian. I'm not gonna swear to that, but I'm going with these notes. So we're gonna at least show you guys the pictures of him. In fact, we're just gonna show this whole conglomerate of pictures and go straight into the wiki because I don't have all fucking night. So this is him, and this is him, just so that everybody can see. All right, let's just go to the wiki. Let's just go straight to the wiki because this is clearly gonna be a hell of a video. All right, Zorn. So apparently we're going to read this thing just because of the time constraints. That's why I just did the whole, show you all the pictures that I could find right there in one fell swoop. Zorn is an alias of two fictional characters created by American Comics published by Marvel. In the first appearance in X-Men Annual 2001, September 2001, he was created by Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely. He is a mutant who is manufactured star-resisting in his head that gives him the abilities to gravitate, electromagnate, self-substance. You know what? Self-substance. That's probably not how you say that. Sustenance, and healing, and most commonly assisted the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Intently, in the pages of the X-Men comic, the new X-Men, he is revealed to be Magneto in disguise. However, Excalibur established that a separate character named, oh, for the love of God, Kuan dash or hyphen YinXorn and his brother Shin Zorn. Again, I stopped reading in 2011 because of clusterfucks like this. Alright? Marvel Comics, we ain't gonna go through that shit. Y'all know who he is. And I just did the alter egos and the names Human Mutant. Alright, so Kuan YIN X-Men Brotherhood of Evil Mutants Xavier Institute. And the other one, SHEN, just says X-Men. Altered egos or notable aliases was Magneto and the collective of Michael Pointer. Alright, so Kaun and Yin. Sun in his head. Healing powers, electromagnetism, generated and manipulation, teleportation via space, time, space, wormholes, gravity manipulation, telepathy, self-substance, can cause the sun to turn into a black hole. The other one, Shen, black hole in his head, healing powers, teleportation, space-time wormholes, gravity manipulation, telepathy, self-sustenance, and can cause a black hole to turn into the sun, or a sun. We're not going to do the publication history. Time is a thing. We're just going to go straight into the fictional biography. Alright, So we're going to get one paragraph of each one, I think. It is a lot of damn paragraphs, you. Okay, scratch that shit. We're just going to read until we can't. Okay. So he debuted in X-Men 2001, imprisoned in a Chinese government where corrupt mutant officials offered to sell him to John Sublime. I hope I said that right. Sublime. While in prison, Fang Tu Zorn is forced to wear a skull-like mask designed to restrain the energy output from the sun for his brain in his head. The X-Men subline U-Men find Zorn just as he's attempting to commit self-deletion by removing the mask, which would destroy the Earth. Cyclops, with the help of Emma Frost, is able to establish contact with Zorn, convincing him not to unalive himself, and offers him a position amongst the X-Men. Zorn is next seen in the new X-Men, where Cyclops tracks him down to a monastery where he is told by the monks Zorn has demonstrated healing powers and prepared to captured by the Shi'ar. But Shi'ar arrived, but the X-Men at the X-Mansion in time as Zorn heals the X-Men of a nano-sentinel infection, restoring Professor Xavier's ability to walk in the process. Despite the ordeal, though he had passed, Zorn is optimistic, open, and even somewhat naive. Zorn keeps the diary, sharing all of his thoughts with Professor Xavier, since Xavier is blinded by the sun beneath his mask and cannot read his mind, in details in interactions with the Chinese immigrants and resistance in Mutant Town in New York City. The popularity of the incident, which he failed to save a young mutant being unalived by fighting the police, Zorn soon put in charge of the special classes of a group of physical and social misfits attending Xavier's Institute. There, they hope to befriend these students. He becomes dysfunctional as they mock and insult him. He remains determined to help the special classes and even save their lives from a group of U-Men. And we still have time. Okay. In this storyline, Planet X, Zorn removes his mask, revealing himself to be the X-Men nemesis, Magneto. Okay? It is believed that he has been dead since the destruction of Genosha. Magneto plans Zorn's identity to elaborate ruse to craft his help in the Chinese supporters. Having returned to Xavier's crippled state, Xavier had not been healed, and Magneto merely used the nano sentinels to glue his spine back together. Magneto levels the X-Men mansion and conquers New York City, where he enslaves human population and destroys much of the city. He attempts to recreate the Brotherhood with Toad and rebellious Stepford Cuckoo, Cuckoo, Estime, Esme, members of Zorn's special classes. Magneto, however, in many recruits the unresolving of his idea approaches, with some asking to return to more of the humane Zorn, and others debut Magneto truly returns to his changing impulsive, realizing heavily drug-kicked argument of his powers is struggling to maintain the loyalty and respect of his followers. He announces his plans to invert the planet and reversing the magnetic polarities employs increasing the fantastic methods, including construction of the, we're not going to say that, and the ceremonial something or another. It was Holocaust people, Nazi, anyway, in which plans to eradicate the remaining human population of the city. He also prepares to experience the form of dissociation identity disorder, DID, and Zorn's persona begins to manifest itself and voice within Magneto's head, claiming to be the embodiment of Magneto's wisdom, idea, and ability. After this defeat at the hands of the X-Men, but before he is captured and fatally wounded, Jean Grey Wolverine, in a berserker fury over Jean's death, unalives Zorn. Alright, are you guys as confused as I am? So there's like some more paragraphs, and we're out of time for TikTok, so we're not going to do that. Then it goes to the collective and Ascalon or something. Then it goes to the all new, all different Marvel, which is where I guess they change them. And then they go to the House of X and Kragoa. And obviously, I fucked up. And Zorn is not an Asian man. I'm sorry. There's a reason why I stopped reading comics. There's literally... There you go. There you go. Luckily, the next person, Amy Chen from Silver Sable's group, is actually Asian. I believe she's from Vietnam. So she'll be next. Thank you guys for watching. YouTube, just hang tight. You have a few more to go. Damn. You know, I don't think I stopped the alarm on this damn tablet. No, I didn't. But I caught it just in time. Marvel Comics Amy Chen. Now watch it don't give me who I'm looking for. Might give me an actual person. Nope, it gave it to me. Fantastic. Does she have a wiki? Of course she doesn't. But she does have a fandom. So that's a plus. And she has a comic Vine, but no wiki. Alright. We're gonna... You guys know the damn drill. Okay, this is video 4. Amy Chen. She does not have a wiki. So, we're going to do her fandom. But I'm going to give you guys pictures of her first, and then I'll give you selected pictures that I like. So, this is for them. This is for you. Now, when I first saw her in the Silver Sable comics, I didn't know she was Asian until I got, like, they have a certain amount of comics where they give you profiles. And, you know, it was like, okay. When they started drawing her this way, now you can tell that she's Asian. But from her demeanor in the comics, you couldn't tell. And Amy's been through some shit, y'all. But you'd have to be a Silver Sable fan to know the kind of shit that she's been through. Alright? I never seen this show, this suit. So that's there for me, more than for y'all. Let's see if I can find the one with her in the tattoo. Because I think she has a tattoo all the way up her fucking back. It's a badass tattoo. I gotta show you this one because it's like one of my favorite ones. If you took a good look at her hand, she's hanging on to the finger of her enemy. If you take a good look at her hand, she's hanging on to the finger of her enemy. I don't know what... Ah, damn, I saw the one with the tattoo. There we go. Okay. So she has a wicked tattoo right there. Wicked tattoo right there. For some reason, she's not really acknowledged a lot at her hand-to-hand paralysis in the Marvel comics. Oh, they have a toy. Oh, they got that dude that's like a X everything except for an X-Man. I might have to look into that. So, there's that. There's that. Can I save that? I sure as fuck can. Okay. Huh. More toys. But not important right now. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do um, um, Asian Psylocke. This is the rest of that tattoo, by the way. No, so I'm pretty sure I'm probably not gonna do Asian Psylocke just due to the fact that this book was all about Amy Chin, like that whole comic. I can't remember the cover, but I know I have it. All right, let's get to her fandom. And one last thing, I do have this comic, and that's Battlestar. Once a Captain America. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything else that I should show y'all with this woman? Yeah, I definitely have that comic. I definitely have that comic. Now, Silver Sable also, back in the day when I got all of these comics, she was dating Sandman towards the end of the comic. So, there's that. Let's see, we have more. Oh, okay. Well, that was like when she was in, when they became like cartoon characters. When I showed y'all the rest of the tattoo. Let me see. Alright, they got nothing else. Let's get this fandom out the way. Okay, Amy Chan. Excuse me, Chin. Marvel 616 Earth. So we're ready? Here we go. Orphaned at a young age and sold into slavery in Vietnam, Chen suffered mistreatment in her brutal work until she decided to unalive. This thing just rolled up. Until she decided to unalive her employer in early adolescence. As she had enjoyed the moment, she decided to become a professional assassin, and she took to the habits of keeping peace of the people. She unalived as a jewelry and took the people. She took pieces of people. That's why I showed you guys the finger, and then she unalived and used it as jewelry. All right, like y'all remember the scene in Universal Soldier where Dolph Lundgren's character takes off the ears of people. She pretty much had that same fixation. I don't know what it's called. I know it's a thing. It's a real thing. Where was I? Reviving ninja training, or receiving ninja training, she worked as various criminal guilds. Alternately, she worked as a lady of the night until arriving in the U.S., where she served a crime lord foreigner. That would be Silver Sable's husband at one point, in the 400 Club, or the 1400 Club. A several group of women, including Chen, splintered into the 1400, and Chen accepted an assassination of the foreigner as she had done for her former employees, but failed. Chen abandoned his life of crime and began working in the Wild Pack. That's the name of Silver Sable's group, a group of mercenaries, especially because of their leader Silver Sable wanted to give a chance to people who, like Chen, deserved to be put basically a second chance. Otherwise, who would possibly become lovers. Okay, Chen deserved it, but would hardly have otherwise. Chen, who have possibly have been lovers with her previous female leader, infiltrated with Silver Sable. Excuse me. Anyway, she started calling her Milady, within the extra mile for her to designate extraordinary loyalty to Silver Sable. including Chen's personal elite team. She performed with honors, although she had run-ins with her teammates Doug Powell in, however, unwanted romantic advances of racism and was not considered appropriate with the Crippler. Crippler's the guy who was an ex-everything, by the way, who also rumored dislike. However, she was attempted to she was accepted as a member of the Wild as the Pack, and she attempted we read that shit, forming an unlikely friendship. Chen worked on multiple missions with the Pack, initially hiding from Silver Sable that she worked for Foreigner because she had also had a history with him. With her missions in petty against the women of the guild, she pretended to defect the Pack and infiltrated, but she assumed had been unalived, but not to help for Silver Sable and the Pack. She also claimed Silver Sable as a bounty for her former partner. Silver kept Chen in her ranks as a reward for trying to help her when Sable was framed. Silver Sable went to jail, and she got beat up in jail. After that was dissolved, Silver Sable left the Pack, and Shamaka, I ain't say it right, but that's where Silver Sable's from, Symkaria, kept the Pack active. Then Chen continued to be an active member as an assassination and a ninja, returning to her previous methods of assassination, which she fortified when she worked with Sable. Chen was an agent operative of Lonelina. I have no idea how to say that. Lonella. And then the next part is Novotny against the neighboring country of Liberia, which Liberia's monarch is Dr. Doom. Found her and unalived her before Sable's eyes. Okay, so she didn't meet a good ending. That kind of sucks. Ah, crap. Down here is more history of her, and we are out of time on this fandom. Damn. Well, go find her fandom. Her name is Amy Chen, Earth 616. So, I don't like the way that story ended. Curse you, Dr. Doom. I really liked her. Anyway, that's her fandom. She doesn't apparently have a wiki, and I have no idea what's going on with this YouTube clip. But, yeah. First appearance in her death, Dr. Doom, number 5 in 2020, February. Yeah. There's a reason why I stopped reading comics, y'all. And they'll probably bring her back if they haven't already. But, once they canceled Silver Sable, I was like, damn. They just started ruining all of my favorite comics. Silver Sable, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, New Warriors. Everything that had a team that I read, Marvel pretty much gave me the finger on it. But I still respect and love Marvel comics. I just don't pay for them anymore. Thank you guys for watching. Don't worry. We're almost done. We have 2 more to go. Come on. Paste. Zorn. Video 4. Target raid. You know, I should also say that I don't recall Chen actually being a Vietnamese last name, but it might be interchangeable with certain occupations of certain countries with certain groups of people. Because Chen is technically a Chinese name, for those who are not aware. Chen is technically a Chinese last name. And so my dumbass assumed that Amy Chen was Chinese and not Vietnamese. But again, interchangeable. My bro Colombian Links got like mad beautiful women dancing on his TikTok on their live right now as we are filming this. Marvel Comics Armor.
According to Wikipedia, Armor is a superhero appearing in American comic
And
books
she has a
published
wiki.
by Marvel Comics.
We're good. Okay, this is video 5. Marvel Comics Armor. And she's actually Asian. Alright, so we're gonna give you guys her images, and then we're gonna go straight into wikis. Alright, there's Armor. There's Armor. We're gonna pick a few pics. Like that one in a classic New Mutant suit. I believe this was like a more current iteration. Me trying to sound all intelligent and shit. I'm pretty sure I have that comic. And it came out after 2011 because I know that I didn't buy it like at full price. Let's see. Give you that and that. And now we're gonna do her wiki. You know, back when G4 had a TV show, they had a X-Men thing, a Wolverine thing, and an Iron Man thing, and they featured her with the X-Men in that cartoon. She was kin to Xavier. I think she was like his illegitimate daughter. I don't know if that crossed over into the comic, so I just want to point that out. But we're gonna find out right now. Armor. Hishiko Ichiki. I know I butchered that shit. First name Ichiki. Last name Hisako. You know, it was reversed in the comic. Appeared in American comics published by Marvel Comics, created by Josh Whedon and John Cassaday. Anyway, the character's first appearance is in Astonishing X-Men Volume 3 and 4. Armor is a Japanese mutant who is enrolled in the Xavier Institute as a teenager and restrained to her powers. That is event decimation. Decimation? Decimation. Figure it out. Alright, let's go. We got her name. Her species is a mutant human. Team affiliations: Paladins Training Squad, Xavier Institute, New X-Men, X-Men in Training, X-Men, Jean Grey School Students. Notable aliases: Shield, abilities to regenerate an impenetrable psionic exoskeleton body armor, henceforth the name Armor. Superhuman strength, reflexes, agility, endurance, stamina, dexterity, and durability. Concussive blast of energy projection. Fictional character biography. Alright. As y'all know, I can't pronounce her name, so we're just going to call her H.I. or we're just going to call her Armor. That'll solve that right there. Armor, a young girl who is the greatest inspiration to one day to join the X-Men, while on the original thought that Armor was not a member in any of the X-Men variety training squads. In 2010 handbook entry reveals that she was a member of Kitty Pryde's Paladin squads, along with her friend and fellow student Wing, I have no idea who that is, whom after his death she later described as being her best friend. Armor attacked the halls of Xavier School Institute. Is attacked in the halls of the Institute by an alien Ord, O-R-D, I have no idea what that is, of the Break World. Armor and Wing attempted to oppose the Ord, but was overpowered. While both teenagers survived the attack, Wing discovers that he had been injured with a cure, but injected with the cure for the mutant ability to fight. And he commits unaliving himself. After the goading into the danger room, a hologram of her and wakes up the tragedy of Armor and her teacher Kitty Pryde, and several of Xavier's students find themselves trapped in a scent of a hostile danger room, with Wing reincarnated corpse. That's just fucking unbelievable. Danger is intelligent and named by the X-Men eventually leaves the Institute. When M-Day hits, 20 she is one of 27 students who retained their powers. She participated with Emma Frost's Battle Royal, which determined who would be trained and part of the X-Men. Armor later appeared alongside the new X-Men with the Acolytes and attacked the mansion. Her appearance extremely brief and with no dialogue. She recognized only because of her armor during the fight. Members of the X-Men. Armor finds her classmates blindfolded, crying in the restroom. While trying to comfort Blindfold tries to convince Armor that they are soon to lose another one, as Wolverine, believing he is defenseless child due to the manipulation of Cassandra Nova, that would be Charles Xavier's twin sister who didn't survive or some crap, I don't know, Bardens into the restroom. Following close by, a feral beast attacks Blindfold, but Armor uses her powers to fight off Beast with a large blast of psionic energy from her psionic body armor. Exhausting herself, she faints. Blindfold tells Armor that someone is awake in the infirmary, and they find an unconscious bodies of Colossus and Cyclops. Soon after, the Ord and the Danger attack the mansion, where they are confronted by Armor and Wolverine, where the young girl holds her own, only to be wounded by Wolverine's claws. Although, I'm sorry, it's kind of getting me upset that I gotta go through all this shit. Although she only receives minor injuries when Cassandra Nova chooses Armor to be the new host body, it is unknown if Cassandra O was successful in getting Emma Frost to transfer her consciousness into Armor, as Sword, S-W-O-R-D, Sword, beams the team of Danger Ord and Armor into the spaceship, heading for Breakworld. Now, if I might be mistaken, I might not be mistaken, but I think Sword is like an off-branch of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm not going to swear to that shit, because again, I stopped reading in 2011. Alright, the team of Armor and Sword have abducted the X-Men, and Armor because they need heroes to fight through Breakworld as a weapon of capability of destroying the Earth, or sending the ship coordinates to Breakworld's ruler and see the fleet attack the ship. The ship is heavily damaged and the X-Men are separated. Armor ends up with Wolverine. Armor gives her membership to the X-Men and Shadowcat's uniform. Later, Wolverine and Armor are captured by Emma and the remaining X-Men try to free Cyclops. It is revealed through the flashback that the Leviathan is a fake and that Wolverine and Armor were told to be captured so the X-Men would have men inside KRUUN's place. KRUUN only captured and brought Cyclops back to life so that they questioned him about the fake Leviathan. Cyclops then uses his newly regained powers to knock out KRUUN and free Wolverine and Armor. Back on Earth, Armor attempts to console Wolverine after losing Shadowcat by forcing him to train her fight with her. Okay, goes from here to the Messiah Complex, Manifest Destiny, and then Utopia. Now, we don't have time for all that, but thank you guys for watching. Happy Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This is video 5. We have one video left to go. So thank you guys for watching. YouTube, I am so sorry. But yeah, I'm not going to be filming this weekend, so I have to do this, and I have to do it right now on a Friday at 12:15 in the morning. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this on TikTok. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this on YouTube. And again, almost done. We got one video left to go, and that will be the Mandarin. Alright? So we're going to do one bad guy, the Mandarin. Alright? So let's do this. Thank you for watching. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, come on, damn it. Go away, Bixby. Check that. I can't spell her name. Okay. So, for the record, it was easy to do all this right now tonight to knock it out of the way, and that's why I'm giving them 6 videos, and you guys are getting one long ass video. I do apologize profusely for this, but it has to be done because I have to fully commit to typing this book this weekend, or things are going to get worse for me because I really wanted this book to be done by June. It's not going to happen. I'm pushing for July now, maybe August or September. The good news is we're at the final video for TikTok, so let me summon this up real quick. Marvel Comics The Mandarin. Now, how the hell does he not have a wiki? That doesn't make it. Okay, he has a wiki. Thank God. Alright. Hello, TikTok. This is video 6, the final one. And this is The Mandarin. So, and he has a wiki. I didn't think he had a wiki at first because I didn't see it. But he is the main antagonist of Iron Man at one point. The Mandarin with the 10 rings. Not the rings that Shang-Chi has, but these rings. Alright? Just to make sure everyone is fully aware. Mandarin had the 10 rings first, but he doesn't have the same 10 rings that Shang-Chi has. Alright, so let's give you a couple of images of the Mandarin. There he is up there. There he is for you. I'm pretty sure that the Mandarin is not the same guy that's supposed to be Shang-Chi's daddy. But you know, the movies be retconning the shit out of like things before they put them in. There's him. There he is. Let's give y'all two of them in red and gold. Okay. I gotta do it because it reminds me of Big Trouble in Little Tokyo. Little China. Got that mistaken with Showdown in Little Tokyo, which is a Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee movie. Hey, I'm old. Shit happens. Titles get misconstrued in my head sometimes. He's Mandarin in a power suit. Sorry, power suit I took from Lex Luthor in fucking DC Comics, where he gets in his 3-piece suit and his vest and he said, "This is my real power, I'm a businessman," or whatever the hell. So let's I don't think I can find any more suits with him looking cool. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and handle this now and get to that wiki. And this will be your last video, TikTok. So you won't see me doing any more APAI AAPI videos. But if I'm on TikTok, I'll either be listening to someone or I will be probably filming a Spider-Man video or something. Don't really know. Don't hold me to it. But let's begin. Mandarin is a supervillain appearing in Marvel Comics, produced by Marvel Comics. He is the arch enemy of Iron Man. The character was created by Stan Lee and designed by Don Heck. First appearance in Tale of Suspense, 1964. The character is described as being born in China before the Communist Revolution, and wealthy Chinese father and an English aristocratic mother, both whom died when he was young. His character is a megalomaniac, attempting to conquer the world in several occasions, yet is also possessing a strong sense of honor. The Mandarin is portrayed as a genius scientist and a skilled martial artist. However, his primary source of power is the Ten Rings, which is adapted from this alien technology that crashed on a spaceship, and each ring has a different power and is worn on a different finger. Though his primary obsession is Iron Man, given his high status as a supervillain, he has also become into a conflict with Thor, Hawk, and Shang-Chi, and other superheroes in the Marvel Universe. Alright. And there, did it even give me his name? No, it did not. It only gave me his villain name. So, species human. Mandarin's minion is team affiliation, and the Han and Tong. Alright. Available notices: Jin Khan, or Jin Khan, Gene, Khan, Khan, Zhang Tong, Zhangtong, and then Tim fuck sticks, Tem, first name, Borjigin. Figure that shit out without me. Anyway, genius level intellect is his powers and abilities. Master of martial arts and hand-to-hand combatant, expert strategist and tactician, wears 10 rings that grant him various powers. Alter ego, Arnold Brock. In the Iron Man animated series, Jin Khan and some other shit that I can't pronounce, and Wu or Shu Wen Wu, Marvel Comics Cinematic Universe. Mandarin appears in several forms of media in Marvel Cinematics Universe. Guy Pearce and Ben Kingsley and something else. And the actor Trevor Shatley in the Iron Man 3. Okay, we're going to skip that and go straight to his biography. Alright, the origins of the Mandarin. Late father is the wealthiest man in pre-revolutionary China and descendant of Genghis Khan. Fan-fucking-tastic. While his late mother was an English noblewoman, which means she was not Asian, their son was born in an unnamed village in China. And before the Communist Revolution, the boy's parents died soon after his birth, and he was raised with his paternal aunt, who was exhibiting against the world and raised him as much as the same attitude. Each of the last of the family fortune was raised by much of his obsession training. Yo! I know you see that goddamn light! Sorry, y'all. We're not gonna stop now. Now I lost my damn place. And the last bit of the family fortune was obsessed training with the Mandarin science and combat. As a result, he was penniless as an adult. Without the means of paying their taxes, the Mandarin estate public possession was seized by the Chinese government. Seeking power to take revenge, the Mandarin explored forbidden valleys and spirits for centuries, where he finds the starship in the skeleton of AXONN-KAR, an intelligent dragon-like alien who was from the planet, oh my fucking god, MAKLU number 4, because IV is 4 in Roman numerals, who had come to Earth centuries ago and died. Over the following years, Mandarin studied MAKLUAN science until he mastered it. He also learned how to use the 10 rings and found it within the starship, which apparently heavily the source among these things. Mandarin. The Mandarin then became a conqueror and subjugated villages around the valley throughout his advanced science, rapidly becoming more powerful and even more than the Chinese army. Then he successfully challenged, he embarked on a long series of attempts to achieve world domination. The Chinese thought, fearing him, and asked him, but he would not become subservient to them. The Mandarin seized the technology and means to achieve his goals. Over the years, he frequently attempted to turn weapons and computers in various nations against them. Among the Mandarin's earliest schemes to sabotage the theft of an American missile spy plane built by Tony Stark. To restore the public confidence in the workmanship, Stark dons the Iron Man armor and flies to China to investigate. Iron Man soon becomes the Mandarin's principal obstacle, against his plans of world domination. So often attempts to pit Iron Man against Chinese government to defeat them both. Whew. Okay, so the next long ass section of paragraphs goes all the way down to Mandarin India or Mandarin's Avengers, and then it starts talking about the ancestors, but it never gives you this guy a fucking name. Then it goes into New Bodies, and then you go down to Heart of Darkness. That's like 7 paragraphs, and then you go to Temugin. I can't say it, so there you go. Then it goes to, I'll just spell it, Revival, and then it goes to Government Inflation. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. Enter the Mandarin, Mandarin Story of My Life, Stark's Relevance, or some shit. Long Way Down, Future and Death, Rings of the Mandarin, and Encounter with the Punisher, and Death. So there you have it. You have 6 videos that you guys can watch over and over again, and you guys can go and Google these things and weekly, or pick up an Iron Man comic. I don't think Mandarin has a solo series. Anyway, that being said, thank you guys for watching. One second. When I pick up filming again, we will do Turbo, and I will pick another one at my choosing, but Monday, definitely Turbo. I'm definitely doing Turbo, and I haven't decided on the next person, but for sure, Turbo from the New Warriors will be video 1. So thank you guys for watching.